Okay viewers, what's happened here is I got myself a flat tyre and I couldn't find a replacement tube for it for the right size for this type of buggy. Now this is a pretty stock standard buggy here. Okay, and so I decided I just kept running the kayak on the flat tyre, and eventually the salt and the sand, this is what's happened to the tyre. Running it like this for about 8 months. So it's definitely time for a replacement. Now I did try and get a replacement from Bunnings, and the shaft, the holes in the wheels were too big. So let's go down to Bunnings and see if we can solve this issue. You might have had this happen to you, and I'll see if we can demonstrate how we can get this sorted out, because this kayak trolley is worth about 80 bucks. And I don't particularly want to go out and buy another one for the sake of the tyre. So let's get down to Bunnings and see if we can sort this out. All right, just to remove the tyre, you just need to take the pin out. That's the first thing you got to do. So pull that over the top. The pin comes straight out, and then your tyre just slides straight off. Just like that, pretty simple. This is the diameter of the hole I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is just run that, take this whole wheel, take it into Bunnings and check if we can get a right size replacement. Alright, choices. Bunnings definitely have a huge range of wheels and tyres. Okay, they look like very similar. Right, you can see here that's the actual tube. That's the tube that you need. If you need to replace it, 250 by 4. That will fit the standard. So these are the same size tyre, but let's have a look if the diameter of the shaft is going to be okay. Okay viewers, here we are, we're back home. We picked up this pneumatic tyre from Bunnings, and now the big test is to see if it fits. So there's the brand. It's a 210mm, and let's unpackage it and give it a crack. Snip that off. Pull that out. Now, all you want to do, see if we can get a little bit closer here, and let's see. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Put the pin back in, and here we go. Well, problem solved. Brand new tyre. It's just the same as the other. Sold at Bunnings. There you have it. All right, I think the key measurements here when you're buying a replacement tyre from Bunnings or wherever you can find a similar tyre is this little measurement here, which is a 2.50 by 4. That seems to be the key measurement that you need. Okay, one thing I have figured out is that if you put the tyre straight on, it has a little room to wiggle. So let me just show you what I mean by that. So when the tyre is hard up against the little shaft there, between the pin and the tyre, there's quite a bit of wiggle room. So eventually it'll just wiggle around. But what they do is they put in a little cap here, one of these little caps. So what you need to do is put one of those caps in between here to space it out, and that will push this section of the wheel back towards the pin, and you won't get that actual movement. I'll just go ahead and fit that now. All right, so take that off. We take that little pin here, put it right down to the base, and then put your tyre back on, and then put your pin back in, thread it over, And now it's done. Now there's less movement in the tyre. So that'll be a much more solid ride for your kayak. Alright, so here's a closer look at what the actual brand is and the specs for this type of tyre, just in case you need to buy one yourself. Yeah, the other thing you might want to think about too is, you know, instead of just throwing this whole tyre out, the actual rim itself might be worth keeping hold of, just in case you can just replace the actual tyre or the tube itself. And as I showed you before in the in this video, Bunnings do actually sell the 2.50 by 4 tube. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more content like this we've got coming up. Look, anyway, I hope you found this helpful. If you ever run into problems with your tyres, now you know you can just go to Bunnings and pick up a new one. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Yep, if you found this video handy, make sure you give us a thumbs up. It helps our channel greatly. Thanks.